Good evening, ladies and gents. Happy GA Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. Gonna be flying the Piper Warrior again today. And TPC briefing starts right now, so let's jump into the Discord, let Mark talk about the flight today, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna be doing. I think it's going to be slightly different from what the rest of the club is doing, but generally the same thing. Let's go over to the Discord.
How long it might take us? It take us roughly 5 nautical miles, roughly 309 degrees, and then we're just going through the bay.
Okay, cool.
Yes, one thing I did miss, you guys, is how did you convert it to the lat long? You see that happen.
So I did that manually.
So today's GA Tuesday with TPC, and we're going to be flying around the San Francisco Bay Area, checking out all the bridges, doing a little bit of sightseeing. There's a handful of bridges out here in the Bay Area that are really nice and well built, so we're going to go and see how many we can spot and fly today.
But perhaps a better question is, does it even need to be converted into lot land? Wouldn't little Navmap understand all those fixes anyways?
Now, are you guys talking about the fixes that's in the flight plan?
Yes, i.e., it's in crew chat if you want to go see it, but there in yellow highlighted, and you just add it up.
Gotcha.
On the brief.
Haven't done anything to the airplane yet, just fueled her up, gassed her up. She's topped off both sides. We still need a pre-flight and all that good stuff. We're here at, is it Napa? Napa County in California.
Okay, so it's
Class
not
D
going
airport,
to
about
convert,
15-20 north of San Francisco.
Into lat long. This one, this was just a crude.
Why's my mouse? Okay, there we go.
So I did this manually, and this was just a crude list of waypoints
For a November
VORs
2436 Yankee
for people that
tonight.
that wanted to.
We've flown this
copy and
bird a
paste it
couple
into
times on the
their
channel.
Navigation tools.
Yeah, but that looks like it works.
Yeah,
It's the same points.
roughly, yeah.
You have
So
the
it's-
sky vector one of all the latitude, longitude.
Why don't I see anybody here?
Sure.
Am I even on vPilot?
If it's out of your way, you don't have to do it. I can.
Yeah, I'm
just
connected.
follow along.
There's 2 departure airports
We
today.
literally went into Sky Vector and we're like manually manipulating the points on
Either Napa or Charlie Charlie Romeo. I'm not sure which
Clicking.
airport that is.
GPS.
But I'm here at Napa. I don't see anybody else. Maybe the north side. I think there's another ramp on the other side
Thought
of
it
these
was like
buildings
some
here.
kind of automatic conversion. And that's I was like, how do you do that?
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
Yep. Except I did the wrong format, but that's the right thing.
It'll work.
Alright, tell you what, let's remove the tie downs.
Good question. I didn't realize it was 2 minutes after. Thank you, Stephen, for keeping me on, on something. So let me go ahead and give a quick shout out to everyone who we had a great conversation. So Arik, Bruce, Charlie, Giovanni, JD, Judd, Kaylin, Kelvin, Maddie, Stefan, Tom, and Tommy. Thanks for showing up, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out. All right, so everyone take a look at my screen and we'll go through this briefing.
Tie downs. I think that's it. All we really need to do here.
First, we'll do some admin stuff, and then we'll go ahead and talk about this flight. So, when you get to the pilotclub.org, click on that flight crew button in the upper right-hand corner, take you to the lounge.
I'll tell you what, while
The
he
lounge,
talks
you can
about
find some good
admin
on
stuff,
there, like our current
we'll go over what
giveaway.
we're going to do
You can- well,
for
I
our
never did
flight,
talk about
and then
this,
by the
but
time we're done
basically,
discussing that,
there's a $100 gift
maybe they'll be
card.
talking about what they're going to be
I'll
doing,
need
and
to talk
we'll
to somebody
compare the two.
If I
So I'm going to mute Mark here for a couple of minutes, just to save us a little bit of time. Let me brief this real quick with you guys. So we're going to be starting off up here at Napa County, Alpha Papa Charlie, which is a Class D airport. Looks like about 30 miles north of Oakland. And we're going to end up over here at Livermore Municipal. That's Lima Victor Kilo, also a Class D airport, just east of Oakland there. But we're not going to be flying direct. We're going to be flying the Bay Area out over the water. We're going to be checking out several of the bridges here in the Bay Area. We're going to make a stop over here at Half Moon Bay, and then eventually we'll end up there at Livermore. So here's the plan. We're going to depart out VFR out to the southeast and past the town of Vallejo to our first bridge, Benicia Bridge. That's going to be the first one we'll be checking out. After Benicia, we'll hang a right turn out to the west, following the, I guess you'd call it the shoreline or the inlet, whatever you want to call that, to our next bridge, which is the Carquinez Bridge. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Carquinez Bridge. That's bridge number 2. We'll continue following the shoreline out through San Pablo Bay, out over the shore, down to San Pablo, and then we're going to cut across the water just so we can fly the entire is it the San Quentin Bridge? Is that the name of this one? Hold on. I've also got Sky Vector on my right, and I'm pull up the tack chart. Yeah, it's the San Quentin. I think it's the name of that bridge. So we're going to fly that one. That's bridge number 3. And we're going to fly back out to the east over Richmond, continuing to chase the coastline, down past Golden Gate Fields, to bridge number 4, which is... Alright, I don't know if this one has a name. This little tiny one here as we cut across the bay again. Then we're going to see the infamous Golden Gate Bridge. We'll fly past Alcatraz, the prison there in the island. Through or over Golden Gate, continuing out west over the shoreline. And then we're going to hang a left turn out to the south, ducking underneath San Francisco's Class Bravo. We're going to have to stay a couple miles off the shoreline so that we don't bust this inner Bravo here. It's from 1600 to 10,000. We're going to stay at 2,000 here over the shoreline underneath the Bravo as we continue down. And we're going to make a stop here at Half Moon Bay. We'll likely do, I don't know, touch and go or full stop and taxi back. Doesn't really matter. We'll play it by ear. But we'll make a stop there at Half Moon Bay. See whether their winds are 350 at 9, so out of the north. So we'll use runway 30. You can see here for runway 30, it's right-hand traffic. So let's see, 30 right-hand traffic. So we're gonna have to cut in and kind of go something like this, and we'll just join the right downwind. Boom. We'll do a touch and go, and then we'll make a right downwind departure out to the southeast. Continuing out this way, we're going to track the Woodside VOR direct, fly straight to the VOR. After the VOR, we're going to hang a left turn out to the northeast. And this is where things get pretty complicated with all the different airspaces. We've got a Class Charlie down here for San Jose. We've got San Francisco's Class Bravo. We also have Oakland's Class Charlie, so it gets kind of messy in here, as you can see. So we're going to hang that left turn out to the northeast. We're going to stay at, let's see, this Class Delta here at Palo Alto's at 2,000. We want to be above 2. And then we've got the Class Bravo here that's at 3,000. So we'll go 2,500 as we cut over Palo Alto. And bridge number 5 and 6, we've got Train Bridge and Dumbarton Bridge. As long as we stay south of Dumbarton, we're not going to bust this Bravo here. It's at 2,300. So we're going to remain south of Dumbarton. After we cross Dumbarton, I haven't decided if I want to do this little leg here, but maybe we will. If we're at 2,500, we're going to have to dive it down to 1,000 pretty quickly. to get underneath this Bravo and Charlie to check out the big bridge, the San Mateo Bridge, which is one of the longer ones here in the Bay Area. So we'll have to be at 1,000 there. We'll fly parallel to the bridge, staying south of the bridge and staying out over the water. We don't want to go too far northeast either. We're going to bust Hayward's Class Delta, and we've got to stay underneath the Class Charlie at Oakland. So we're going to just kind of make a right turn out to the southeast, staying at 1,000 until we're clear. We should find the road again here by Coyote Hills, and then once we're there, we're kind of clear. We can climb it up to 3,500 or so, staying underneath this Class Bravo here at 4,000, and then 8,000, and then out to Livermore. And whole flight with the stop at Half Moon Bay shouldn't take us more than an hour and a half. So if we have a little bit more time, if it's not too late, we'll continue. Maybe we'll do some touch and goes here at Livermore, or we can go continue out east and check out some of these other fields. Haven't really decided yet. Or we can go back up to Napa if we want to. We'll go around north of the Bravo there. See what the weather's like there in Livermore. Winds are out of the east at 7, so we can expect one of the 7s, either 7 right or 7 left. Clear skies. Weather looks good this evening. VFR the entire route. And let me just run through one more time just to make sure there's no special use airspace or anything else that we're going to bust. And here's the weather here at Napa. Winds are 110 at 3. 10 statute miles clear, altimeter 3033. So with the winds out of the east, so we can expect likely runway 6 or maybe one of the ones, one left or one right. So it'll be a right turn out to the southeast to begin. So like I said, Napa is a Class D, so we'll have to talk to ATC if there's any online. I'm not sure if there is. We've got an alert area out to the northeast, which is usually just for, usually it's a lot of flight training going on out in this area. Could be something else. Oh no, it's for the Air Force Base, that's what it is. You are allowed to go through the alert area, you don't have to contact anybody or anything like that, but as it says, you want to be alert and watch out for airplanes. We're going to be just south of it, so no problem there. Let's see what else we've got. We've got a Class D here at Buchanan, so we want to stay out over the water so that we don't bust that Class Delta. Keep it out over the water. Altitudes are real important with all these different airspaces. So we're gonna we'll start it off at alright, so this Class Charlie here at Oakland's 1,500, so we don't want to go over 1,500 when we get down here to past Golden Gate Fields. What we'll probably do is go up to 2,000 or so for these first 3 bridges. Once we fly the San Quentin Bridge, we'll drop it down to 1,000 or 1,200 underneath the Charlie, out over Golden Gate, and then maybe I'll just keep it at 1,200 and we'll fly real low down the shoreline here. That way I don't have to worry about this Class Bravo. It starts at 16. So that's what we'll do. We'll do 2,000 over the first 3 bridges. After the San Quentin Bridge, we're going to drop it down to 1,200. And then we'll keep it 1,200 all the way till we get to Half Moon Bay. After we depart out Half Moon Bay, we're going to have to get up over these mountains here, peaking at around 2,500 feet. So we're going to have to go up to 25 to get over. And yeah, 25 is going to keep us over the Class D at Palo Alto and underneath the Class Bravo. 2,500, and then once we get past the Dumbarton Bridge, we're gonna have to dive it down to 1,000 again, or 1,200, to check out San Mateo. And then once we get back out southeast and start our turn out to the northeast, we can go up to, let's see, field elevation over here at Livermore is 400. We'll just go up to whatever it takes to get over these hills and mountains and things. 1,000, we'll go up to 1,500 or 2,000. That's it. And then if we want to do something after Livermore, we'll talk about it on the ground there at Livermore. So that's the plan. Let me go back to the Discord.
This peninsula right here. Then go ahead and make a right and just stay about a nautical mile from the coast and fly it up 6,000.
So these guys I know are going to be flying the flyway routes. They kind of go, they don't go in the Class Bs. Actually, at some point I think it does cross into the Bravo, and you do need to contact ATC.
I
I didn't want to do all that. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about.
But you'll be basically flying the coast for about 16 nautical miles from down here. So from here all the way up to the Golden Gate Bridge is roughly 16 nautical
So they're going to be going down south here,
Golden Gate Bridge,
kind of doing what the same thing we're doing until we get to Mormon, and they're going to be flying these little blue flyways here.
I'm not sure what Golden Gate's fields look like.
And
Something that is
yeah, a lot of it requires climbing and descending to go up
what's up?
over deltas and
That's
underneath
it's a
Bravos.
horse
It's
racetrack.
just too much work for me.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
And I don't want to risk
So
busting
if
any
you see the
airspace. If this was
racetrack,
real life,
if
I wouldn't
not,
be flying this
you should
in
be
this
able
way
to
just to see
So keep an eye
one
out for
bridge, which is the San Mateo.
and just
It's not worth
keep-
the trouble
keep it moving.
and the
You
headache
have,
and
interstate
yeah.
or what is
So
it, highway
we're going to do things a little bit different. They're going to come down and they're going to come over Oakland just like this.
we have
And I
St.
think they're going to
Mary's,
kind of do
not
like a
sure
circle
what
and then
we'll
end
do
up
that,
at
but
Livermore.
At some point you'll be crossing.
So we're going to be doing a little bit different and doing this little half circle out over the out west of
the wires,
San Fran and Oakland.
the electrical wires that are here. But I'm thinking as soon as the highway is behind you, you pass the wires, that'll give you some indication that you're out of the Bravo for just
Okay,
a
let's
short
pre-flight
time.
this baby,
Then we're gonna go ahead and head south to Livermore,
and then we'll be on our way. Let's
And
jump
that
in the
is
airplane
a
real quick.
Delta airspace. I believe we do have coverage. I hope they are on. Let's see.
So far, no show.
So far. We'll see
Okay,
what happens.
let's get our battery switch
Double
on.
Bravo.
Yeah, right.
We'll verify fuel,
best not
left
to
and
miss
right
Bravo.
tank both
All right,
full.
so
It's one
Let's
other
bring
comment I
our
wanted to
flaps
make real
down
quick.
for a walk
All of
around.
those altitudes that you see written
And
in the
let's
VFR
test our
flyway
lights and
are
pitot heat.
basically
We'll get
seen
all of our
to be,
lights
I don't know
on.
if this is accurate, but inherited from the Bravo airspace. So you see
pitot heat.
the floor and ceiling of those Bravo airspace quadrants. Generally, those segments are matching the floor of that airspace.
Okay, I got you. Like over here is.
Let's make sure all of our lights are working.
10,000 and 3,000.
Right nav light and right strobe.
Below 3,000. And then over here is
Our landing light.
4,000 or 10,000 and 4,000.
Left
Okay.
nav and
Yep,
left strobe.
That makes sense. So if
Our
you
beacon
don't see
light
it- so I guess over here, even if
and
it doesn't say
our
it,
rear
you can
nav up
see
there at
that
the top, the white light.
space. So 5,000 seems to be good.
And then our pitot heat.
Come over here. You better get yourself.
We'll
under
touch our pitot
3,000.
tube there, make sure it's nice
So
and
forth
warm.
so on. Good point.
And then we'll go back in and turn off our
All right,
lights
I
so
know
that we don't
this
kill our
one's a little
battery.
difficult. We got a lot going on with this flyway. Does anyone else have any questions, concerns?
The
So,
plan is
lights.
fly the entire route and land only at
And
the
battery and pitot heat
Yes,
is all
I was
off.
thinking about doing a touch and go.
And now we'll
at
go
one
do
of these
our-
airports, but I
walk
thought
around.
That might make things a little spicy. So I think we'll just do the full route and land at Livermore.
Turn the music off for a minute. All right, we'll start here
Now,
with
if
our
you want to do a
flaps.
touch and go
Checking
at
the
any
hinges
airport,
and the
you are
pins,
more
making
than
sure everything's in there.
to do it.
Everything's in place. Our
Yeah, and I had one
right
other comment
aileron.
that I couldn't hold back. These
We'll
fixes
move
that
it.
you put in the
Also,
flight plan, you
check the
see them
hinges,
all
the
over
pins,
the
make sure
flyway
everything's in
chart
there.
here, and they start with
and where it's supposed to be.
Victor,
Wingtip and
because
lights are
those
all good.
VFR
Leading edge, everything looks good. Let's check our fuel. Fuel's topped off. And we'll jump down below
Yes, copy that.
and
Like
drain the
this
sump.
morning- well,
Check
this
for
morning.
any debris or water.
Which was the one?
Fuel looks good and
There was
clean.
a
We'll
couple
dump it
down
back
there,
in
like
there
this-
and make sure our
this-
cap's
that
closed.
KGO
Continuing
at the
on,
corner there,
we're
by the way,
gonna
that's just a big AM antenna tower.
continue on. We're gonna check our right main, looking at our tire, checking in for any brake leakage or anything like that. Our struts, everything looks good. Everything's clear here. I think that's the stall warning or the stall warning horn thing. We'll open up our cowling. We'll check our oil. Oil looks good. I don't know if the Pipers, there's a fuel drain in there. like the Cessnas, I'm not sure. We'll close up the cowling, make sure it's all closed. Our windshield's nice and clean. Drop down below. Our front strut tire looks good. Front of the airplane. Our prop and our spinner. Looks good. We'll check inside the cowling. We'll give a little tug on our belt, make sure it's nice and tight, and make sure there's no birds nesting in there. Landing light, intake, exhaust, everything's clear, looks good. Continuing the other side, make sure our cowling's nice and secure. Windshield looks good. Leading edge of the wing looks good. Down below, our left main, tire, strut, checking for brake leakage, all is good. We'll take a look in our left tank, topped off, drain some fuel from the bottom. Fuel is clean, we'll dump that back in there and close the cap. Continuing, pitot, everything looks good. Leading edge, tip, left aileron. Checking the hinges, pins, range of motion, all is good. Left flappy, everything looks good. All of our antennas up top and bottom are intact and look good. And continuing to our tail section, everything looks good. Stabilator, we'll move that, check for range of motion. Everything looks good. Vertical stabilizer looks good. Rudder, lights, static wicks, the same thing on the other side. Everything looks good. Boom, boom, boom. All good. Top and bottom on the side. Our baggage door is closed and locked. And that's it. When I'm done with the official pre-flight walk around, I like to do one more just quick walk around to make sure that I removed all of the covers, all of our tie downs are removed. All of our caps, fuel caps are on. Just make sure the airplane's nice and clean. That everything, we're not going to have any problems taking off with like the tow bar attached to the nose wheel or something stupid. Yes, it has happened before. There is videos on YouTube of that happening to people. I don't want that to happen to me. I do one more good check and I think we're ready to go. Let's get in the airplane. We're ready. Dub, what's going on, Brian? How's your day going, man? Alright, I've got my PA28 checklist here. Let's review some speeds. Rotation speeds 55 knots. VY is 79. I like to round on some of these numbers just to make it easy. We'll rotate at 60. VY is going to be 80, so we'll climb at 80. Best glide is 73. We can call it 75. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Let's close up the door. Open this little guy. Before start checklist, parking brake is set. Carb heat is off. Fuel selector on the desired tank. We'll start on the left. Passenger briefing, it's just me today. Starting the engine when cold. Throttle will open up a 1/4 inch. And we'll prime as necessary, so we're going to bring our mixture up all the way. Let's give it 2 or 3 pumps of prime. 1, 2, 3, and locked. Master switch and anti-collision lights. Nope, that's the wrong one. I turned off sharpening in the CFG. I think I might turn it back on. That makes things a little bit easier to read here in the cockpit. So, rotating beacon lights on. Fuel pump. It's coming on. We can see fuel flow here, and we can hear the pump as well. Mixture is set full rich, prop is clear, starter, and then throttle to 1200 and oil pressure. Clear. We're clear all around. Yeah, it looks like somebody's joined us here at the ramp here at Napa. Okay, here we go. She goes, fires up, throttle 1200. Oil pressure is in the green. We'll lean our mixture out some for taxi and get our avionics on. Avionics switch is hidden over here in the Piper.
Napa County traffic, Skyhawk 4140.
And we'll turn the fan.
Taxi to runway 19er left via Alpha, Napa County.
We'll let our Garmin's boot up. We've got the 530 and the 430. We're squawking 1200 and on altitude mode C. Get my nav lights. Wait, is that okay? Is that cockpit lights? So this is the nav lights over here. No. I guess this
Napa
is...
County, Paco 907, clear, runway 6 for right downwind, exit the south.
Alright, oil pressure. Taxi checklist, avionics on, mixture set, lights as needed, brakes we'll test on our way out, and steering on our way out, and then we'll do our run up when we're short of the runway. Bring our flaps up. Trim is neutral. And we are
Napa County, Paco
ready to taxi out here in a minute. Let's set our
departing
altimeter
the south
to the local
call,
setting.
Napa County.
Napa County traffic, Skyhawk 540 Alpha, taxiing from south ramp to runway 06, Napa County.
Looks like these guys are using 6, and I guess there's no ATC online since they're all on Unicom. So we'll go out to runway 6 as well.
Napa County traffic, Skyhawk 4140 Foxtrot, taking off runway 19er left, straight out departure.
Oh, one of the guys is using 19er left. I thought I heard somebody say 6. We'll go out to 6. We'll take hotel. We'll take Alpha, hotel, cross one way, run left to runway 6. And then we'll make that right turn out to the southeast. Enjoyed the vlog? I appreciate it, Dub. It's awkward filming those things, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought it came out pretty good, too. Cameras were a little wonky, but what can you do? Okay, I'm on the brakes. Parking brake is released. Make sure we're all clear. Let's do a brake check. Brakes are good. How about that Mooney, Dub? The outtakes for fun. Clear right, clear left. Napa County traffic, Warrior 2436 Yankees taxiing out of the ramp. We're going to runway 6 via Alpha Hotel, Napa County. Clear right, clear left. Left Alpha, first right here onto Hotel, and then all the way down. Take a look at the windsock there. We'll push the yoke forward since we have a tailwind while taxiing out to runway 6. Pushing the yoke forward is going to keep the wind from getting underneath the stabilator back there and nosing us over.
Napa County traffic, Skyhawk 408.
Winds are light. I think they were, what, 6 knots?
At hotel,
It's not going to flip us over, but it's good practice to do this anyways. For those windy days. I've got the guy in front of me in sight. Check our turn instruments.
Traffic, Skyhawk 4 Jet Alpha, clear, runway 19er right.
Spinning left, our
Napa County.
DG and our turn coordinator and ball, our inclinometer, everything's spinning right. Our heading matches our compass, 240.
Caravan turning out to the west here, about 2 miles north of the field, departing the area to the west.
Yeah, that Mooney, man. The matching Porsche. Woo! I was telling my daughter's mom when I was out there and saw that Porsche and Mooney in the hangar, I was like thinking, hey, I think I could live in one of these hangars here in Pompano. If the hangar has a bathroom, I can put a bed in there and a small desk for my computer, I'm good to go, man. I'll just live in the hangar. Forget a house. Oh, hold on. We're about to cross the runway. Let's get on the brakes here and make a call. What is this? 1 left? Napa County Traffic Warrior 2436 Yankees crossing 1 left on Hotel on our way to runway 6, Napa. Clear right, clear left. I could live in that hangar there, man, next to my Porsche and Mooney. Oh, yeah. Just looking at both of them all day. Napa County Warrior 36 Yankees clear of runway 1 left, Napa. Alright, we'll pull up next to our friend here and knock out our run up. Into the wind for cooling. Alright, I'm just going to do everything I do, and then we'll back it up with the checklist afterwards.
691, taxiing to runway 6 via Charlie.
Pictures coming all the way up. Throttles, we're going to throttle up to 2,000 in the Warrior.
Yeah, Pilot Club 341, we have you inside, no factor, Pilot Club 979.
2,000, we'll do a mag check. Left. It's a good drop, smooth, back to both.
Napa County traffic, Skyhawk 4 Jet Alpha, taking runway
2 left.
6 for a southbound departure, Napa County.
Looks good. 2 right. Carburetor heat, also looking for a small drop there on the oh! I've got to switch map to my... Do I? There it goes. Small drop there. And carb heat off. We can cycle our alternator and see that that it works for charging. And suction. Suction looks good. And then back to idle. Idle check is good. She idles nicely. We'll bring it back up to 1,000 and lean the mixture back out for taxi. Flight controls. Aileron left, aileron right. That one's up, that one's down. Stabilizer up, stabilizer down. Rudder left, rudder right. Flight controls are free and correct. Lights. We'll get all of those on. And I think that's it. We're squawking 1200. Mode Charlie.
Sky 4 Jet Alpha right cross and runway 6, Napa County.
Alright, run up checklist. Throttle 2000. Mags were checked. Vacuum was checked. Oil temp and oil pressure. I did not look at that. Let's run it back up real quick. Temps and pressures, fuel pressure is all good, everything's in the green. Annunciator panel. test. Carb heat was checked. We'll switch over to the right tank.
Say traffic cloud 907 is a decraft.
Fuel pump off, and we'll check the
flying
see that we maintain pressure.
West towards
Looks good. That'll come back on for takeoff.
Flyover field.
Fuel selector full as tank. Flight instruments were checked. 0, level,
traffic,
0,
Alpha,
level,
about 3 miles
heading matches compass, and 0.
1,800.
Lights, engine gauges,
Departing the area
mixture we'll bring in on the runway.
Napa County.
Seat backs are erect, belts and harnesses. Flaps are set, trim is set. Controls are free, doors are latched. Lights, and we're good. I'm gonna keep this little window open so we can stay nice and cool. We're ready.
And a TPC flight, TPC 9079 coming down to 2,000.
Ultimate man cave, yeah. Hell yeah. The ultimate man cave. It was pretty up there at Pompano too. A nice quiet airport, there's no fences. Down here in Miami, everything's high security. You need to get like passes from the county to get on the ramp and stuff like that. Pompano, you could just walk in. It's all open. So nice. Alright, we are clear left, clear right. Ooh, this guy's in an Icon. Cool. I don't see too many people flying them in the sim. It's nice to see one. Okay. Clear out right, nobody coming. Clear left.
Area traffic, Fox 9007 passing over the bridge, 2,000 feet. Carnicas.
Napa County traffic, Warrior 2436 Yankees, taking off runway 6, right turn out to the south, Napa County. Alright, mixture is coming all the way in. 6, 6, and 6. Heels to the floor. Here we go. Takeoff power set. Engines are green. Airspeed's alive. There's 60. Nice. Positive rate. Mash on the brakes. We'll climb out at 80.
Inside Napa class Delta airspace.
I didn't discuss our emergency procedures during our takeoff or our departure briefing. I should have done that. Anything below 1,000 straight ahead, 1,000 will turn back to the Napa. We're clear out right. And what did I say we're going to go to for this first little leg, for our first 3 bridges, we're going to go to 2,000. Napa County traffic, Warrior 2436 Yankees departing the area out to the south. 1,000 feet, going up to 2,000. This is going to be our last call, Napa. That's my little airplane's backward on the Garmin. It's funny. It's throwing me off a bit. I was like, wait, am I going the right way? All right, 200 feet to go. We're going to level off at 2.
At Bay Area traffic, caravans just over
Got some traffic here at
Point
12,
San Pablo,
left to right.
headed southbound on the VFR fly route, Bay Area traffic.
Let's pull our power back to 2500.
And Napa County traffic is Pilot Club 691, taking off runway 6, southbound departure, Napa County traffic.
Trim her up. Yeah, it's pretty out here. Alright, our first bridge is at our 2 o'clock. I think I've got it in sight. This one right here, that is the Benicia Bridge. So we can head straight there. Yeah. We can head straight there. There's no airspace that will bust. We're clear left. It's going to be the Benicia Bridge, and then after that is the Carquinez Bridge, which is right here at our 12 o'clock. Bridge number 1, bridge number 2. Benicia and Carquinez.
Nearby Napa Class Delta airspace.
There's some more traffic there at our 11 o'clock. Climb checklist, speed, and pump can come off. And cruising, power, mixture, lights.
And Napa County traffic.
We're going to keep it all in. All lights on. We'll keep mixture rich since we're only going to be at 2,000 feet. And I think I'm running more than 75% power. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to go too slow, so I'm going to keep it at 2,500.
Concord traffic, Pilot Club 686 is taking off runway 1 left. Going to be a left downwind departure. Concord traffic.
Wait, what? Walk in, take a vision jet? Yeah. When I first started flight training when I was like 14, 15 years old here at my local airport, this was before the 9/11, all that stuff. Things used to be wide open here too. There wasn't fences, you could go out to the airplanes and stuff like that. My flight school that I was flying with at the time, Dean International, they used to keep, so their office was located in the Signature building. Was it Signature? No, TrackIR. They were located in the TrackIR building, and as soon as you walk in the TrackIR building, there's the front desk, and they would keep, Dean International would keep all of the keys to their Cessnas in a box on top of the front desk, just out in the open. And like, you literally just go up and you grab the keys. Nobody says anything to you. You can just grab the key and go out to the airplane. Like, the thought crossed my mind several times. I could just take one of these airplanes, man. Just go. Back then, there's no ADS-B or anything like that, man. Just turn off the transponder once you're in the air, and that's it. Just take her out to, I don't know, somewhere on the Everglades, find a spot to land. I don't know. I used to think about how easy it would be to steal an airplane from there, though. Bad. Alright, that's Benicia Bridge there at our 2 o'clock. I'm going to fly a little bit past it, and then we'll fly over the water and go east to west. All the keys right there, man, just out in the open. Different times, you couldn't do that today. No way. Somebody will take it. Take an airplane.
Concord traffic, Pilot Club 686, left turnout from Concord, about 2.5 miles to the north. Climbing through 1,400, this is our last call departure to the north, Concord.
Okay, we are clear right. This is going to be a pretty flight tonight. This area is done so well in the sim. And I downloaded all the freeware bridges off flightsim.to, so they all should be there and look pretty decent. There's Benicia Bridge. We snap in screenshots. If my flying looks bad, I'm sorry.
Concord traffic, Cessna 248 Alpha Tango is taxiing to runway 1 right for the VFR departure. Concord traffic.
And there's the other bridge. What did I say that one was called? Carquinez? Was it Carquinez? Carquinez.
Nearby Concord class Delta airspace.
Clear right. I hate how my pilot disappears. Nobody's flying the airplane. Ghost pilot. My airport back in the day, you could just walk straight through the lobby out to the ramp. All the aircraft had the keys on the dash. My last school that I was at, the one that I finished my PPL at, they would, well, you'd still have to go into the office to grab the keys, but they always kept their airplanes unlocked. You could walk out to the airplane, sit in them or whatever. But still, you needed a pass with the county or with the with Miami-Dade Aviation Department to get through the fence. A little swipe card that opens the gate. All right, here's the Carquinez Bridge. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty out here. Keep a scan for traffic. I've got it's the airport beacon back there at Napa.
Concord traffic, Skyhawk 248 Alpha Tango is taking off from runway 1 right, VFR to the northeast, Concord traffic.
Oh, it's hard to reach my screenshot key over my yoke. And like get the right head view too. Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Open traffic route to 341 to DA40, about 3 miles to the northeast. Planning to overfly the field and head out to the northwest direction. And we'll be overflying the field and heading out to the north or southeast. Oakland traffic.
Might have to do like all the same angles for all of these screenshots because it's just what it is. Oh, both of them right there. Woo! Nice. Alright, we're going to continue chasing the shore. Next bridge.
Departing the traffic to the northwest. Final call, Concord traffic.
After Carquinez, we're going to continue chasing the shoreline. We're going to go out over the bay, and then we're going to fly the San Quentin from west to east, and then continue down. Bridge number 3, San Quentin. sun in my eye. Let's see. Does this good thing actually work? Oh, look at that. Works pretty good. Was not expecting that.
Oakland
Ah, you called it, Dub. You read my mind, man.
Beechcraft detail plans to cross over midfield, north to south on the flyway. Oakland.
Alright, so after San Quentin, we gotta remember we gotta drop down to 1200. At least below 1500. I think 1200 is a good number. Enough buffer there so we don't accidentally bust into the Class Charlie at Oakland. Alright, we've got the bridge in sight.
Buchanan traffic, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444, taxiing to runway 32 right for a north departure, Buchanan traffic.
See, there's no other airspace if I make a little left turn here. Get the sun out of our eyes. There we go. Everything looks good down here. Does a little window hatch have a speed limitation? I have no idea, Dub. I doubt it. But they could. Have to check the POH. I don't think this thing's fast enough to rip off the window. Let's see, is there any placards?
Buchanan traffic, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444.
Have to check the POH.
Off runway 32 right for a north departure, Buchanan traffic.
I remember flying around in the 172 flight training, we'd keep both of our windows wide open for most of the flight. It's so hot down here. You have to.
Oakland traffic, Skyhawk 4140, Foxtrot 5 to the
wide
north
open.
at
We'll be flying with our
1300
elbow out the
overflying
window.
field
Like you do in a
on the
car.
Bay Flyway southbound, Oakland.
Traffic calling out.
One of those hard
you're heading
freezes.
South, correct? This is 9807 over here.
Recovered.
About 6 miles.
So we'll fly parallel north, we'll fly it that way, and then we'll bust a 180 and then fly on the south side of the bridge. Oakland's out over this way. San Fran. I think that's San Fran. Yeah. Okay, clear right. Some traffic here. 12 o'clock high. You can see Golden Gate from here. That's going to be not after San Quentin. We've got one more bridge, I think, to hit over this way, and then we're going to be heading to Golden Gate.
Oakland traffic, Skyhawk 4 Juliet Alpha is over the Oakland Toll Plaza southbound plan heading toward the Coliseum at 2,500 feet, Oakland.
Oakland traffic, Skyhawk 4 Sierra Foxtrot, overhead Coliseum. We'll be passing over the airport here shortly, 4 Sierra Foxtrot.
These guys are so good with their radio calls. Their position reports.
Traffic 5907 on the south side of the airport now, heading south on the flyway. Oakland.
Gosh, so cool. I'm gonna have so many screenshots. Not gonna know which ones to post. All right, let's hang that 180. I'm gonna round it out a little bit.
Oakland Pilot 686
Clear left.
over Golden Gate Field in 1 mile and continuing the Northwest Bay Flyway. Oakland.
Oakland traffic, Skyhawk 40 Foxtrot. Over the numbers for runway 30. We'll be following the Bay Flyway to the south. Oakland traffic.
You guys fly with the heat turned on? Keep bumping my throttle too every time I reach for the screenshot key. I might need to put one on my yoke somewhere. Is there any button I don't use? There's one on my side stick that I'm sure I could assign. Alright, now we gotta drop down, don't we? For Oakland's class Charlie there. Still have time?
Oakland traffic, Apollo 691.
But we're gonna want to drop down to 1200.
Flyway to the south, Oakland traffic.
And right where these guys are here, we're gonna hang a right turn straight to Golden Gate. And there's this one bridge here, I don't know if it has a name. The one that goes through Treasure Island. We'll see if that's modeled in the sim or
Oakland
not.
traffic, Skyhawk 4 Jet Alpha over Coliseum at 2000.
We're gonna chase the shoreline and start descending.
Tail Bridge, traffic cloud from 907, crossing over north to south. Tail Bridge.
Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. We're gonna get a nice look at downtown San Francisco too. Lovely. I'm gonna keep the power where it's at. Just gonna nose down a little bit.
San Mateo interchange westbound, 2,000 feet, Bay Area traffic.
Area traffic, Hawk 907, now south of Mateo, 1,600.
Alright, we are about another couple miles. Once we get to the start of this bridge here, we're gonna switch fuel tanks for about halfway to Half Moon Bay. We'll switch over to the right side, or left side rather. Oakland here on our left. I think downtown's over this way. I think this is all part of, is it? No, this is a town called, this is Richmond off our left wing here.
And Oakland traffic, Bob Club 691, overflying Oakland, 1,500, Oakland traffic.
Oakland traffic, Car 4 Jet Alpha over at the 30 numbers heading towards midspan to San Mateo. Oakland.
Carlos traffic, Hawk 907 is crossing midfield at 1,700.
I think as long as I keep it over the water.
East to west.
And before the bridge, yeah, we can go all the way up to the corner here, so we can see Oakland.
Traffic Fox Club 686 is
Look at that,
crossing over
damn.
the Oakland VFR, going to continue to the southwest of Bay Flyway, Oakland.
All right, 1500. Now we're below the Charlie. I'm gonna take it all the way down to 1200.
Vehicle traffic unit is 5984, long flying runway 28, 10 miles.
That's so pretty with the sun setting and the silhouette of the buildings and the mountains. Gonna be a good screenshot heading back that way. There's Oakland. Oakland Airport's over here. Downtown.
Nearby Metropolitan Oakland Airport Class Charlie airspace. Nearby Metropolitan Oakland Airport Class Charlie airspace.
Yeah. I heard you. Okay, we're clear out right. Oh boy.
Area traffic, Star 4 Jet Alpha over midspan 72 at 1,400 feet, resuming southbound Bay Area traffic.
Oh my god. Mark picked the winner for this event.
Caravan
This is beautiful.
2 miles east of the hill, flying overhead east to west, 3,200. Half Moon Bay traffic.
Area traffic, Bonanza 36, overhead Coliseum for the 29s, 1,400, then midspan Bay Area traffic.
Alright, we'll just head straight towards Golden Gate.
Traffic Park Club 686, 2,400 descending, approaching midspan San Mateo Bridge. Continue the southeast Bay Flyway and then an eventual right turn to join the runway 30 full stop approach for Half Moon Bay traffic.
And we're going to stay at 1200 until we get all the way to Half Moon Bay, and that's going to keep us underneath the Bravo at San Francisco once we're over the shoreline just west of the airport. So we're safe. I fill up my whole hard drive. Flight sim screenshots. It's just too good. Did I switch tanks yet? Let's do it. Left side. This is a new building, the Salesforce Tower. That's pretty new.
San Carlos traffic, Skyhawk 4 Jet Alpha over San Matt plant at 1,200 feet, transition area to the west. San Carlos. Watch that altitude, 1200. Let's get back down.
We're gonna cross right over the mid part of the bridge there.
Half Moon Bay traffic, clock from 9807. Line up for left.
Half Moon Bay is beautiful. Flown here a handful of times in the sim. A lot of the pseudopods from San Carlos shoot approaches into Half Moon Bay. Awesome. I watch, what's this guy's name from the Finer Points YouTube channel? He does a lot of flying in this area.
San Francisco traffic United 59.
Finer Points, God, you said it.
Clear runway 28 left.
We watch all the same YouTubers. There's Golden Gate. Oh, I'm gonna miss it.
Bay Area traffic, Cessna 248 Alpha Tango is entering the Northwest Bay Area fly corridor at 3000. Bay Area traffic.
San Carlos traffic, Star 4 Jet Alpha over Kaiser, westbound at 1,400 feet. San Carlos.
San Carlos traffic, Bonanza 36 midspan, direct cement plant 1,400.
And San Fran traffic, Pop 671, midspan 1000.
Dude. Too good. Alright, 1,200 feet. Really is blinding, even in the sim. So real. Bye-bye, San Fran. Sorry, Deb, that I'm saying things that you've already got to in the chat before I see your messages. I'm here like all proud that I'm calling things out and like you've already said it 10 minutes ago in the sim. I mean in the sim, in the chat. This is usually how it is out here too. They get the
Bay 51907 crossing mid.
that marine layer haze out over the shore.
Enter left downwind 30. Half Moon.
Alright, let me make sure I'm far out enough that I'm not busting anything. We're underneath the 3,000 foot shelf. We'll be underneath the 21, and there's one at 16, so we just got to make sure that we stay at 1,200. As long as we stay out over the shoreline, 1,200, we're fine.
Traffic, Skyhawk 405, Stroud 5 to the southeast. We'll be able to fly until 2,700.
Got a couple airplanes in sight there at 12 o'clock. Is that a tower? Some kind of tower there in the hill. Alright, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Sky 4 Jet.
We'll make our first call at 10 miles.
Springs at 2,600. We'll be overflying the airport northbound, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 9807 for final touch and go 30. Half Moon.
They're using runway 30, so we'll join the right downwind just like we briefed it.
Craft, Pilot Club 444, entering northwest flyway at 3,000, bay traffic.
Got a guy here on ADSB's 800 feet above us, 12 o'clock, I've got him in sight. Gonna pass right over us. The guy behind him's at 900 feet above us.
Oakland traffic, Cessna 248 Alpha Tango.
Which I think is this guy.
Going to do a midfield crossover at 3,000. Oakland traffic.
There he goes.
Half moon bay traffic, Sky 4 jet Alpha, 5 miles southeast of the field at 2,400 feet. Hoping plane
The virtual sunglasses and bus bus, that's a good idea.
2,000 northbound.
There's another good idea I thought for the sim a couple days ago, or yeah, a couple days ago. I'll have to think about it. I forgot. It'll come back to me.
Northbound, Halfman.
Half Moon Bay traffic 5907 up in the air, taking off.
So something similar to that, though.
Plans for 1,500 north departure.
Yeah, what was it?
Nearby San Francisco Class Bravo airspace.
How far are we?
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pulse Club 686 is 6 miles to the southeast, full stop land runway 30.
10 miles now.
The left base, Half Moon traffic.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 2436 Yankees 10 miles north of the field, over the shoreline at 1200. Looking to join the right downwind for runway 30, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pulse Club 666 going to be joining the right downwind runway 30. We're about 5 miles to the southeast, now descending 1,900.
All these guys are coming from the south. There's a bunch of them.
Half moon traffic.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
3 miles south of the field at 2,000. Plan to fly overhead midfield at 2,000 and transition northbound Half Moon Bay.
Okay, we've got all of our lights on.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pulse Club 686, right base, runway
We're on the fullest tank.
3 miles, Half Moon traffic.
Descent check, throttle, mixture is all the way up. Carb heat we won't need until we'll bring it on. We'll bring it in on downwind. We'll turn our carb heat on. We start pulling the power back, and then our landing checklist we'll do on downwind as well. So we can run it at one time right now. Fuel selector, fullest tank, seat backs, harnesses, lights, pump. Fixtures up, flaps, trim, and speed.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pulse Club 686, caravan on a 2-mile final, runway 30, full stop, Half Moon Bay traffic.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 2436 Yankees 5 miles north of the field over the shoreline at 1,000. We're going to be joining the right downwind for runway 30, Half Moon Bay.
Bay traffic, beach
Volanta not loading VATSIM traffic again. I don't even have mine open.
Oakland at 4,200 feet.
What I can't stand about Volanta is the delay for it to refresh. Like if I open it and I go do something in the sim for 15 or 20 minutes and I go back and maximize the window, like it takes a minute or two before things refresh. I think last week they had the big Atlanta event, and I went on to Volanta and I didn't see any ATC or any airplanes in the Atlanta area. I was about to say something in the Discords like, hey, did the event get canceled this evening? 15 minutes later, everything lights up.
Last call, Half Moon Bay.
Alright, we're gonna hang a left this way to join the downwind. We got the airport beacon in sight, and I can kind of see the runway there. I'll bring the power back some. Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 2436 Yankees on the 45 to join a right downwind for runway 30, touch and go, Half Moon Bay. Here's the runway.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pub Club 686, clear of runway 30 to the right of Charlie. You're going to be headed back down. For
We'll do a touch and go and then a right downwind departure out to the south.
Half Moon Bay traffic.
Southeast. Or I guess it's, yeah, southeast. Okay. It's out of my way. Okay, carb heat is coming on. Pull the power back. Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees on a right midfield downwind for runway 30, touch and go, Half Moon Bay. Alright, top of the white arc there, 1 notch of flaps. Looks like we're clear out right. Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees turning right base, runway 30, touch and go, Half Moon Bay. Flaps 2. Lights, pumps, carb heat, mixtures all the way up. We're good. We'll bring her in at 65. I wish I could take a screenshot, but I can't. Finals clear. Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees turning final, runway 30, touch and go, and then it's going to be a right downwind departure out to the southeast, Half Moon Bay. Rest of those flaps, gumps, gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seatbelts, switches, flaps.
San Francisco traffic, Cirrus 1483 Romeo, departing runway 28 right at Kilo.
Right crosswind, did that right wing, added some left rudder. Not that much. Alright, power's back to idle, we're just gonna hold her off. Flaps up. Full power. Carb heat off. 60. And brakes.
Golden Gate area traffic, class 19807. He's going to cross mid-bridge, 2,000 feet. Golden Gate.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees on the departure leg, runway 30. Gonna make a right downwind departure out to the southeast, Half Moon Bay. Okay, 500, clear right.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 691, 8 miles to the south. We'll be entering right traffic, runway 30, Half Moon Bay.
I think we're okay to climb here, but I'm gonna stop at 1200 just in case we can take a look once we're outside of the airport environment here at Half Moon. Level off. Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees on a right downwind for runway 30. Going to be departing straight out to the southeast. Half Moon Bay. Alright, power back. Pump's coming off. Flaps.
Alto traffic,
Pump.
Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444 on final for full stop, runway 13, Palo Alto traffic.
Okay, now we're supposed to be going to, what's it, Woodsy, I think? Woodsy VOR.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 686 in a hold position here at the base of runway
113.9. It's only a couple miles away.
Half Moon Bay traffic.
113.9. We're on GPS. Let's switch this over to nav. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We had this issue last week. See if it fixes itself. It's pretty much straight ahead. It's right at the peaks of the mountains here, so the VOR is located like right on the top of this hill. So we're gonna head that way. And we're good to climb, right?
Alto traffic, Alto 444, clear.
Bravo's at 4,000, this outer shelf. So we'll bring it up to, we're gonna go to 2,500 and just barely squeeze past these peaks, and then 2,500 until we're past Dumbarton Bridge, and then we're gonna drop down to 1,200 again. So 2,500 now is what we want. Power's coming back in. Half Moon Bay traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees, about 3 miles southeast of the field, leaving the area out to the southeast. Last call. Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 691 entering midfield right downwind, runway 30, Half Moon Bay.
How are we doing on fuel? Everything looks good down here. Everything's in the green.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Bonanza 3. We're Pilot Club 666. We're just going to hold right here with you.
Alright, 2,500. Let's get altimeter setting
Bay Area traffic, 4
3033 for San Carlos.
Overhead, the Golden Gate Bridge at 1,800 feet.
Looks about right.
Bound towards Golden Gate Field, Bay Area traffic.
And Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 691 right downwind, runway 30, Half Moon Bay.
Alright, so once we pass those peaks there, we'll head straight to the bridges if we can see them. As long as we stay south of Dumbarton Bridge, 2,500, we're not going to bust any airspace. Alright, 2,500, 100 feet to go.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 691, turning right base, runway 30.
Power's coming back. I'm gonna bring it back to 2,400 this time, so we're not speeding through this tricky airspace coming up. I want to fall behind the airplane. Get in trouble. Hey, take care, Dub. I appreciate you, man. Have a great night. Get some sleep.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 691, turning final, touch and go, Half Moon Bay.
I'm gonna cut through right here.
Golden Gate Field traffic. Volanta 7 passing west east.
I keep seeing this little dirt speck on the window and thinking it's an airplane. Every time I look left, it gets me. Some bumps here over the hills.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 691, upwind, runway 30, departing area to the north, Half Moon Bay. Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 691, departing the area to the north, Half Moon Bay.
Should get smoother once we get past the hills.
Pilot Club 691, just be advised this is 8 Alpha Tango just off your
Alright, so we'll be looking for
at 3,000, correction, 2,500.
Stanford Stadium. We'll head towards the stadium and then straight to the bridges after that. That'll keep us out of the Bravo.
So we should be good.
As long as we stay at 2,500 and we'll be outside of the Bravo, underneath and above the Class D at Palo Alto.
Alpha Tango.
Livermore area traffic, Caravan 979, 9 miles to the west, 2,400 inbound for landing. We're planning a straight in for runway 7, Livermore.
Alright, this slack linear accelerator thing, I think, is these buildings here. Right on the edge of Woodside. And the stadium should be just past. Got a couple little lakes that I see here. We've got the one to the left, and then the stadium. If it's modeled, should be out over this way somewhere. 2,500, we're looking good on altitude. Power, I'm gonna keep where it's at. Trim her up.
Half Moon Bay traffic 0353 Charlie Alpha, departing runway 30, right 45 departure, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Pilot Club 671, clear of the area to the north, Half Moon Bay.
Still looking for the stadium. I don't see it. This might be it right here. I think it's this. So over the stadium, now we're gonna go straight towards the bridges. We've got to maintain. We got to stay east of the bridges so that we don't bust. So the next bridges coming up is going to be. We're going to see the Train Bridge and Dumbarton Bridge, which run parallel. We're going to stay southeast of Dumbarton until we're across the other side. Then we're going to drop down to 1,200 and then go check out San Mateo. Do a quick in and out, come back out over Newark and Coyote Hills, and then we're going to go to Livermore.
Traffic, Caravan 979ers on about a 2.5 mile west, base 7 right, Livermore traffic.
See the stadium. Is this it? No. Pretty much over it. I just can't see through this little haze layer. Cloud. Stadium's got to be right here. I've got the bridges in sight.
A little more traffic on 341. Process 7 miles to the northwest. Overfly midfield. Is it a right downwind or right 7 right? So a little more.
Nearby Palo Alto Class Delta airspace.
Alright, 2500. Now we can just go straight towards the bridges. I'm gonna head towards this little peninsula looking thing, this little peak. That should do good for us. I think we're just gonna stop at Livermore. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 touch and goes there, but we're not gonna go anywhere else after that. We're losing daylight here in the sim, and I don't want to fly at night out here without any proper planning. Keep it short and sweet tonight. We got to see a lot of cool things. I'm getting pretty hungry too. Got some chili waiting for me.
Nearby San Francisco Class Bravo airspace.
Alright, so as soon as we get to the other side of the bridge, we're going to drop it down to 1200 and start a westbound turn towards San Mateo Bridge, which I have in sight already. That's the really long bridge there over the bay.
Livermore traffic, Caravan 979 now, 3 mile final, 7 right.
Nearby San Francisco Class Bravo airspace.
So I see one of the bridges modeled. I think the other one's underwater. It's got to be right here where this road leads in. So the train bridge, which would be right here, is underwater.
Nearby Mountain View Class
And then we've got
Delta
Dumbarton, which is partially underwater. Some of our instrument lighting on.
Palo Alto Class Delta airspace.
Bridges are missing, but I'm gonna take a screenshot anyways. To say I was there. I was there. Proof. Okay. I think we can start that left turn. Or clear left.
41 DA40. We'll fly in midfield for the right downwind runway 7 right.
Livermore traffic, Caravans.
This will be our last bridge, San Mateo.
Livermore.
A really long one. We're just gonna do a 180 half circle and then come right back here and then head out to the northeast to Livermore. Alright, let's start dropping down.
4 Sierra Foxtrot 10 to the northwest.
Hey, not yet. Once we're north of the bridge, we're still in the class, over the class D. As soon as we cross over the bridge, we can go down to 1200.
Livermore traffic, Caravans clear of 7 right. Livermore.
Livermore traffic, Pelican 341, right to downwind runway 7 right, Livermore.
See if I can cover the broken part with the airplane with a screenshot. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I want to get the sun in there too, though. Get ready. Get ready. This is so far away, though. That works. Alright, let's drop her down. Let's get carb heat on. And pull the power back.
Traffic, Pelican 341, left of base, runway 7 right, level 1.
We're going to dive it down to 1200. 3000, we're underneath the 3,000 foot shelf of the Bravo right now, so we're okay, but we're about to cross into a 2,300 foot shelf in about a mile, and we're already below 23, so we're fine. And then there's another 1,500 foot shelf of the Bravo.
More traffic, from 90710 to the northwest.
And 5 miles.
Plans to cross midfield, enter the 7
And there's
right
the Class Charlie that's also
downwind.
1,500.
On the right. Full stop. Livermore.
This is perfect.
And Livermore traffic, Pelican 341, 2 mile final, runway 7 right, Livermore.
There's the San Mateo.
Departing runway 30, departure straight out, Half Moon Bay traffic.
We're below 1,500 now, so we're clear of all the airspace. We'll bring it all the way down to 1,200 just to be safe.
Livermore traffic, Skyhawk 4 Judah Alpha, 10 miles southwest of the field at 2,800.
We'll kind of join the bridge right here where it goes down, and then we'll fly parallel. And then once we get over here, we'll keep it over the water and head back this way.
Traffic, Beechcraft, Pilot Club.
Alright, 1,200, looks good, let's bring the power. Car beat off.
Alto traffic, 1 left. Pilot 6,
Traffic
40 Foxtrot 5 to the northwest. We'll be overflying field, overflying midfield for a right downwind, runway 7 right, Livermore.
Beautiful sunset.
Nearby San Francisco Class Bravo airspace.
Alto traffic, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444, taking off runway 31, Alto traffic.
More traffic. Out of 341 to runway 7 right, at Romeo, Livermore.
Nearby San Carlos Class Delta airspace.
Alright, clear out right.
Nearby Metropolitan Oakland Airport Class Charlie airspace. Nearby Metropolitan
Half Moon
Oakland
Bay
Airport
traffic,
Class
Pilot
Charlie
Club
airspace.
686 is 2 miles to the northwest. Coming through 1,500, departing the area, last call, Half Moon Bay traffic.
Again, clear right. The San Mateo Bridge.
Livermore traffic, Skyhawk 4 Judah Alpha, 5 miles southwest of the field at 2,000 feet. We'll plan to maneuver for
Reminds me of the 7 Mile Bridge here in the Keys in Florida.
Livermore.
Nearby Metropolitan Oakland Airport Class Charlie airspace. Nearby Metropolitan Oakland Airport Class Charlie
traffic,
airspace.
Pilot Club 444, turning left, crosswind, last
Okay,
call.
clear right, let's go back.
Palo Alto traffic.
We'll go back to Dumbarton Bridge, join the road, and then go out to the northeast.
7, entering right downwind for 7 right, Livermore.
And head to Livermore. Just the right amount of daylight.
Livermore traffic, Skyhawk 4 Sierra Foxtrot, overhead midfield, entering the right downwind for runway 74, Livermore.
Livermore traffic, Pogcom 907 for right base.
I start to get
7
so
right,
hungry when we get
Livermore.
close to our final stop. Always starving. Alright, LVK is Livermore. I'm gonna put that in our GPS here.
Livermore traffic,
Dark 2.
48 Alpha 2 miles north of the field at 1,500. Wind report is 45 for 07 left, Livermore.
JJKL. Victor. Kilo. Livermore Municipal. Enter and activate. There we go. Nothing there as a reference.
Traffic, 48 Alpha, enter the 45 for 07
Okay, Bravo now is at
left.
2,300 feet above us. And, yeah, we can climb up to...
And Livermore traffic.
Let's go up to 2,000.
Entering right base for runway
I'll do 2,000 for the rest of the way.
Livermore.
Into, Livermore. Power's coming in.
Traffic, short final, 7 right, Pogcom 907.
We'll go direct to Livermore from here.
Livermore traffic, 48 Alpha, entering the left downwind of 07 midfield, Livermore.
And Livermore traffic, 40 Foxtrot 3 mile final, runway 7 right, full stop, Livermore.
Livermore traffic, Pogcom 907.
100 feet to go,
Clear
leveling at 2.
Quebec On 7 right, Pogcom 907.
Power's gonna come back some. Let's switch back over to the right tank, our fullest tank for the rest of our flight. So hungry. Direct Livermore. Boom. Looks like they're using the 7s there at Livermore, so we'll join our right down for 7 right. See what the weather's looking like.
Livermore traffic,
Wind 0705.
left base 07.
10 statute miles clear.
Full stop, number 1.
3032 is already set. We'll join the right base. I'm not going to go all the way to the downwind. We'll just call it pretty far out. We'll call a 3 or 4 mile base. Oops, sorry.
Livermore traffic, star 4.
Just want to check for ATC just in case.
7, Livermore.
There's nobody. San Jose ground only.
And Livermore traffic, 40 Foxtrot is clear of runway 7 right at Papa, taxiing to the ramp.
We are 15 miles out. I'll make my first call at 10 miles. Wait. Oh, we're 15 from the VOR, never mind. But we are about 15 from the airport according to Garmin Pilot. Oh, that lighting. That lighting looks good. Alright, are we going to be able to get up over this here? I'm going to go off to the right. To your right. We'll cut through here.
Passing traffic, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444, coming in for touch and go, runway 30. Passing traffic.
Livermore traffic, Star 4 Jet Alpha clear, runway 07 at Echo, and we'll be taxiing to the terminal, Livermore.
Passing traffic, Pilot Club 444, about 3 miles on final, runway 30 for the touch and go. Passing traffic.
KLVK, Southwest Trace 361, 2 mile, 30 left full stop, San Jose.
If we just follow this road, brakes to the left, it's going to put us right on that right base for 7 right. So we'll follow the road, this one here. There's a couple roads that break to the right, but we're going to stay left. It's going to bring us to Livermore.
Traffic, Pilot Club 636 is 4 miles to the northeast, Golden Gate Bridge. Climbing 2,400 by 3,500 and continuing on the airway to Golden Gate Field. Traffic.
Yeah, see where the road goes out to the right here, we're going to follow this one that goes left.
San Jose traffic, Southwest Trace 361, crossing 30 right, will be Juliet to the ramp.
Livermore traffic, Pilot Club 1013 is approximately 10 miles to the north, inbound to land, full stop, runway 7 right. Livermore traffic.
Happening traffic, Pilot Club 444, completed touch and go. We'll continue route. Happening traffic.
Okay, we're clear out left. I forget how good the night lighting is in the sim since I don't fly at night that often. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot to make my radio call at 10 miles. Let's do one now. We're at 5 miles. Livermore traffic. Warrior 2436 Yankees about 5 miles to the southwest. At 2000, we're going to join a 5 mile right base for runway 7 right, Livermore. Alright, field elevation there is 400, so let's go down to 1,400. See here we're on a right base. 7 right. And then where are we going to park? At Livermore?
By Livermore Class Delta airspace.
I guess we'll park at the southwest apron. We'll do that. We'll land 7 right, get off at Quebec, and take Lima to the southwest apron. What if that's just for helis? Maybe we'll go to the southeast hangars. Find somebody who has space over there. Let's do that. We'll hang a left turn on Lima and go to the hangars. Alright, there's the field. That's it. Alright, approach and landing checklist. Gas is at the fullest tank. Seat backs, belts, all of our lights are on. Pump is coming on. Mixture is all the way up. Flaps, trim, and speed.
Livermore traffic.
Finals clear.
248 Alpha Tango is on a 5-mile left base for runway 7 right. Watching the traffic inbound, probably number 3 for right, 7 right. Livermore traffic.
Livermore traffic, Warrior 2436 Yankees turning a 5-mile final for runway 7 right. Full stop, Livermore. Okay, carb heat. Power's coming back. Top of the white arc. Flaps 1.
Livermore traffic, Sirius 353 Charlie Alpha, Brushy Peak on the 45 for left traffic. Runway 7 right. We'll report on the downwind for 7 right left traffic. Livermore.
That's got to be this guy right here. Okay, second notch of flaps.
Livermore traffic, Piper 8394 Tango, we're flying the field 9,500, clear ball conflicts, Livermore. Good communication, guys.
Oh, what's that? Woo! Livermore traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees on a 2-mile final, runway 7 right. Full stop, Livermore.
Livermore traffic. Cessna 248 Alpha Tango is on a 4-mile final. Watching the traffic landing. Livermore traffic.
Watch me. Alright, rest of those flaps. Gumps gas on the fullest tank. Undercarriage is down and welded. With gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seatbelt, switches, flaps.
Oakland traffic, Southwest 3955, section to runway 30 via Tango Uniform Whiskey, holding short Whisper 2, Oakland traffic.
And Livermore traffic, the Pilot Club 691, 8 miles to the west, will be entering a right downwind for runway 7 right, Livermore.
Alright, power all the way back. I see the end of the runway. We're just going to hold her off. Hold her off. Nice. Even the back pressure. We missed that one, we'll take the next one.
Livermore traffic, Sirius 353 Charlie Alpha, right downwind runway, or left downwind runway 7 right, Livermore.
Supposed to be hangars over here on the right, but there's no hangars. Let's go park over there anyways. Livermore traffic, Warrior 36 Yankees clear of runway 7 right, taxiing the hangars on Lima, Livermore. Clear right, clear left.
Livermore traffic, Cessna 248 Alpha Tango is on
Car beats
short
coming
final
off.
for runway 7 right. Livermore traffic.
Mixture's getting leaned. Pump's coming off. Landing lights coming off. I'm going to keep it on for our taxi. And flaps are coming up.
With more traffic, Sirius 353, Charlie Alpha turning left.
After landing, flaps
right.
up, pumps off, mixture and lights.
Landing traffic in sight on the right, Livermore. Livermore traffic, Sirius 353, Charlie Alpha, left base, runway 7 left. Livermore.
It's good right here.
A little more traffic.
Okay, parking brake.
Charlie Alpha, short final, runway 7 left. A little more.
I'm gonna need my flashlight here. We're gonna turn off our avionics fan. Turn off our avionics. Lights are coming off. And mixture. Battery. And alt, and our magnetos. That is it. All of our switches are off. Everything's down, retracted. Trim is reset. Close our window over here. We're done. Tie down the airplane. We made it to Livermore. Man, that was a pretty flight. I really enjoyed that. It's been a while since I've been able to participate in a GA Tuesday with TPC. This was definitely a good one to come back to. Very pretty. Thank you for that one, Mark. I have a lot of screenshots that I'll be posting in the Discord. Guys, that is it for me for tonight. 10 o'clock my time. It's time to log off and eat some dinner before going to bed. Appreciate all of you who stopped by. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thursday night we'll be doing Fly-In Thursday with TPC again, so we'll be streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern time, midnight Zulu. So I'll see you guys Thursday night. Take care of yourselves. I hope you have a great one. See you in 2 days. Later.